everyone? I am Roach Dubs, and today I'm going to talk about some of the worst backdoor / betrayals in history. Now, have you ever had that one friend that was just always moving really weird and you never knew if they liked you or not, or if they wanted to do something with you or not, and eventually you get backdoored and robbed for everything you ever had by someone you thought was your friend? Evil world we live in. Today I'm going to be talking about that. First up, I have the original backdoor, probably the biggest, most famous backdoor betrayal in history, Jesus and Judas. Now, of course, everyone knows Jesus, no matter if you're religious or not, you know who he is, right? So Jesus had the 12 apostles, 12 ride or die members, right? One of them, which was Judas, slimed Jesus out for like what? $400. Let me see how much it. So Judas slimed Jesus out for like 30 pieces of silver. Firstly, doesn't even sound like a lot. Now in today's money, it would be between $91 and $441. Nigga can't even pay rent this month, and he slimed out Jesus Christ of Nazareth, maybe the hardest name in the world, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, for $441 to $91. Are we serious? Now let's just be real. God forbid, right? If I was in Judas' situation and I just had to slime out Jesus Christ, they better pay me billions. Like, I'm talking like so much money to where at the point, like, I'm on that Jeff Bezos type of timing. Like, I don't even need money no more. I wouldn't do it. But I'm just saying, 30 pieces of silver, nigga? Maybe Judas was a little, slow or something like that, and there's no way. Like, he had to be walking up to them like slobbing, headphones on, hunched over, like, I want 30. I'm sorry. Look, move right along. Next up, I have another well-known backdoor, Julius Caesar and Brutus. Now, let me give you a quick little history lesson. History dubs coming in, right? So, Julius Caesar was a very, very popular Roman senator. He wasn't an emperor, but he had so much power that he was damn near an emperor. He was growing popular with the Roman people. You know the month July? Take a guess where that comes from. Ding, ding, ding. Julius Caesar. So Julius Caesar was so popular and like just good rapport and morals with everyone from like Rome. They were supporting him a lot. And there was a bunch of like no good, hating ass. They were like, I don't like Julius Caesar. Let's slime him out. So they were gonna slime Julius Caesar out. And in order to make it look a little bit better, they talked to Brutus. I'm talking to Julius Caesar right hand man, his ride or die. That's Julius Caesar dog. They talking to Brutus like, hey bro, I know that's your dog and all that, but he's a bad guy. He did bad things. And Brutus was like, okay. So they go and start stabbing Julius Caesar. Like we're talking about shaking that like they in prison. Boom, boom, like 40 stabbing Julius Caesar. Bow, bow, bow. Julius Caesar fighting. Get the me, etc, etc. He see Brutus right there. He like, hey Brutus, help. Next thing you know, Brutus stick that thing in Julius Caesar and penetrate that, bro. Evil world we live in. And Julius like, not you too, Brutus. He said, et tu, Brute, which means not you too, Brutus, or something like that. And evil world we live in, bro. Like, how can you do that to your right hand man? Like, that's your dog. And Brutus just, I think after it happened, I forgot what happened. I think he might have killed himself. I know Judas did, but like, bro, that must be tough. Like, if you were in Julius Caesar's shoes, you're fighting 20 niggas trying to stab you. You're fighting 20 niggas. Get back. You turn, you see your right hand man, your dog for life. You see he got a knife too. You think, oh, he finna help me out. He come in and penetrates you from behind with a knife and start digging in your shit from the back. How would you react to that? Moving right along. As of recent, I started watching The Walking Dead, and I'm talking I stayed up and binge season 1 to like the end of season 2 to like 7 in the morning. That shit is good, but anyways. So I started watching, right, and I realized that spoiler alerts, the show's like 10 years old. If you haven't watched it at this point, that's on you. So Lori is Rick's husband, and Shane is Rick's best friend. So they thought Rick died when the apocalypse happened, and immediately started fucking. Like, I'm talking about as soon as they were like, oh, I think Rick's dead, they started fucking right then. So like, obviously this is Rick's best friend, and this is Shane. This is Rick's best friend, and this is Rick's wife. So they start boning immediately. Rick basically comes back from the dead. They thought he was dead. He's not. Then Shane starts moving all type of snaky, talking about some, I don't think you can protect Lori and Carl. I do it better than you, Rick. I'm a better man than you, Rick. I'm a better father than you, Rick. I fuck better, my clothes better, my shoes better, my hoes better. All of that. He started going insane on Rick. And he eventually leads Rick out to this forest to slime Rick out and kill him and take care of Lori and Carl for himself and take over the leader of the group. So he takes Rick out there. He like, Rick, I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna kill the fuck out of you. And Shane and Rick is like, why? What did I do? So he's like, Shane, calm down, calm down. So eventually Rick gets close enough to stab Shane, and he does. He's like, Shane, why'd you make me do this? So that's the first counter backdoor that I've ever seen. Rick played that off perfectly. Clap it up for Rick, man. You don't see stuff like that like often. He counterplayed the backdoor with mind games and manipulation, got close enough, stabbed the shit out of him. Honestly, if Julius Caesar could have got one of them other niggas' knives, he might have been able to live, but he didn't. So Rick kills Shane. Then me personally, firstly, Rick was mad at the wrong person. Like, it's okay to be mad at your best friend for cheating. I will be more mad at my wife immediately after I realize that they're cheating and she's pregnant. Lori was pregnant, by the way, with Shane's baby. So immediately, left hook, right hook, Lori gotta go to sleep. There's no way on earth I'm finna go beat up Shane first. Lori owes me way more loyalty than Shane. You literally have one of my kids and you got nutted in by another man. Evil world we live in. Next up, this might be kind of niche, but y'all remember back in way OG Fortnite, like the good old days, like 2017. Let's say you find a gold scar. You just open the chest, find a gold scar. Your friend sees it too, but you pick it up because you open the chest. Next thing you know, you turn around, your friend got a shotgun pump barrel aimed right at your dome. Boom, head tap, you're knocked. Boom, head tap again without any hesitation. Now we pick up the scar. How pissed would you be? This has happened to me before. Then my friend was like, oh, I'm just playing, bro. What do you mean? I'm dead. It's not funny. And it was so long ago. I don't remember which one it was. But I don't even remember what they shot me with. But it's happened multiple times. And I'm sure it's happened to multiple people. Like, when people saw the gold scar back in the day, they immediately thought that's all that mattered in the world at that point. They didn't care who you were. They didn't care if you could have been best friend with this person for like 10 years. You're getting slimed out for that gold scar. Evil world, bro. Move right along. Last but not least, oh shit, I was talking to the side of my mic the whole time. Anyways, last but not least, I got Griffith and Guts. Now, if you haven't watched Berserk, spoiler alert. So Guts and Griffith were part of this mercenary group called the Band of Hawks, and Guts was Griffith's right hand man. Griffith was like a very beautiful man. Like, he looks light skinned, but he's a white man, like angelic looking man. He was the leader of the Band of Hawks. So eventually Gus is like, hey, I don't want to be in the Band of Hawks anymore. Griffith said, I bet. And the most logical response he could think of was, I'm gonna torture Guts. I'm gonna assault his girlfriend right in front of him and just traumatize him for life. That's the best scenario. The best, like, in his mind, is that what clicks after your homeboy leave the group? You can't even send him a "I see you later" text. None of that. Nah, you go immediately like I'm talking off the rip. So let me back up. Guts and Griffith fought. That nigga Griffith lost. He already a petite femboy. Of course he was gonna lose. So after he lost, he was already mad. Then his homeboy finna leave either way. So he just got bitched and this nigga finna leave. So he goes, he assaults his girl non-consensually. You know what that's called. Guts loses his arm and Griffith keeps cracking his girl right in front of him non-consensually. Once again, very traumatizing. Griffith is an evil man. Hold on, I think that's all I got. Give me 1 second. Let me look at the script. Script says no. Anyways, I got one more from The Walking Dead, but it's the game. So in season 2, you're playing as Clementine, right? And you have this group of people, and you have supplies, and everything's going okay. And these two people, Mike and Bonnie, betray the group with a person you captured named Arvo, and they betray the group, and that's okay that they're just gonna leave, but they take the group's supplies too, and Arvo shoots Clementine. Mind you, Clementine is like, what, 10 years old max? Like, is this what we're doing? Then Mike and Bonnie still dip out after Clem gets shot. They didn't care. Backdoor of the century. Evil world. Last but not least, one that holds very dear to me is when General Shepard slimed out Ghost and Roach for, I don't know, pretty much no reason. So Ghost and Roach were coming back. I think Ghost was injured, and Roach was carrying him back. And General Shepard, it might have been the other way around. And they come back to General Shepard. They hand him what he needed, and he says, "Great, that's one more loose end." He immediately ups his revolver. Boom, blows them both in the chest, right? And they fall back. They fall back, and General Shepard lights them on fire. Now, the name Ghost and Roach is actually Roach from Call of Duty is actually the name that inspired my channel, because I couldn't think of anything, and I was like, man, Roach is such a cool name. I really like that name, and I saw nobody else really was rocking with it, so I was like, okay, I'll take it and be my own. But that's really all I got for y'all today. Thank y'all for being here so far. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I had a lot of energy coming into this one. I really wanted to make this video, and I just appreciate every single one of you, and I love all y'all.